Hey guys, in this video we're going to be doing a few Rivens and unveiling them, showing you where and how to do that. Hopefully this will help you, so keep tuned. There's quite a few different ones and different tasks that we cover in this video. So the first Riven we're covering in this video is to destroy 7 Dajin using a bow. So as you'll see in a moment, I shoot a Dajin, pilot that is, and it doesn't count. However, once the pilot gets into his Dajin ship and I take him out the sky, it counts. So you need to do that 7 times. The best advice I can give you for this is if you see any of Lotus's incursions that spawn, that will attract more Dajin depending on the incursion, particularly the one where you hack the drone. Okay, so the next Riven we cover is to get 3 headshots in a single aim glide. So for this I recommend using Limbo, and you'll see why. So you just saw which planet and the mission I selected. It's the most easy to do, trust me. I have tried multiple different areas. Now you need enemies that are not too high that you can't one-shot them, but they don't want to be too low either, because your single ability will destroy them. With Limbo, what you want to do is use your circle ability, and sorry, it might not be circle, it's that long since I've made this video. So basically there's 2 abilities you want to use. One is your triangle ability, you know, your ultimate, and the other one is, I think it's called stasis, and basically it stops them from moving when they're in limbo, or in the void as it's called. So when you limbo, you've got a passive ability. Like most Warframes, they have a passive ability. So Limbo's passive is, if you sort of slide, double press L1, then Limbo will go into the void. While Limbo is in the void, as you can see in the bottom right corner, her power regenerates. So you can fill your power up at the start, and because this is a survival, it won't start until I've hacked that terminal. So I can fill my power up, then hack the terminal, and then the enemies will show up. Then normally at the start of a survival you get a flood of enemies coming in, giving you multiple chances to achieve the Riven. So as I said, it's to kill 3 enemies with headshots in a single aim glide. So what we're going to do is we're going to send all the enemies into the void. We're then going to freeze them in stasis. Then we're going to take our shots with headshots, and then you'll see the timer on the ability counting down. As the timer hits like 2-3 seconds, double jump and hold L2 for an aim glide. Then when your ability ends, so that bullets become active again, your bullets will headshot them, kill them, and that will be the Riven complete. Now it did take me a few times to pull this off, because I was still leveling Limbo, so it was the first time I'd used it. I was still leveling, and I just thought, oh, I wonder if this will work. I was talking to a friend Hardwire, and it was just thinking outside the box basically, because I was struggling to get this one. But as you'll see, it pays off. So use Limbo, put them in stasis inside the void, and then as your abilities end, they come out the void, and your bullets become, any bullets that you fired are no longer trapped in stasis. And because the enemies was trapped in stasis as well, you fired in a straight line, the enemies will become active as your bullets do, and obviously bullets travel faster than people. So you'll see that it works. So in a few seconds we hack the terminal, we let the enemies build up. So terminal hacked. Any second now the enemies will come through that door ahead of us. So here come the enemies. We're still in the void, so the enemies can't hurt us. So you can see which abilities I've activated there, and now you just get headshots. As the abilities say, they're in stasis, as are your bullets. As you can see, your abilities only last so long, and there we have it. Jumped just before my ability ended, and then I got the headshots. Simple as that. So our next Riven is to complete an incursion solo without taking any damage. So I'm using Loki so I can go invisible to avoid taking damage. An incursion has formed. Obviously I was wandering the plains for a long time before this happened, which is a pain, but oh well. So this one is probably the best one to do actually. All you got to do is find the caches. So there's not that many enemies about in this area, so it spawned right in the right place. So there's the first cache. Still invisible. Come out of being invisible, go again. Keep wandering around. Now you normally find the caches on the outside. You find 2 of them on the outside of the circle and 1 somewhere in the middle. So as you can see, I'm trying to stick to the edge of this circle, what you can see in the minimap in the top left. Keep going invisible as and when. And you will hear a distinct noise when you're near one of the caches, so it's worth listening for that. So there's a second. Kill them before I take any damage off them. Go invisible again. Get out of the way. Now there's 1 more to find. For some reason as well, the caches like to be around water. I don't know why, but if there's a lake or anything. So there's all 3. So that's 1 incursion complete, and as you can see, the Riven's complete. Nice and simple, and that's that one. Okay, so this next Riven challenge is to find 3 caches with an active sentinel present. So I've got Helios Prime with me, because I like the fact that it scans everything, and because I've upgraded its mod, it only takes 2 seconds to scan each target. So we're going to wander around. I'm currently on Lure because I believe on Lure the caches have better drops. That's just my personal opinion. So as you can see there's 2 out of 3. So I just need to find 1 more. Now it doesn't say that all 3 have to be found in 1 attempt, so I'm not sure if you could just find however many and then go back in and find some more. So I've done it all in 1 go, but it's up to you whether you try it or not. Okay, so on to the next one. So for this one, it's another rifle Riven that we're going to be doing, and it's synthesize a Samaris target without using traps or abilities, and you have to be alone whilst having a hobbled dragon key equipped. Don't know what went on with my voice then, sorry about that. So the trick here is to have a target, go to Cephalon Samaris, select a target that you know where they spawn, and it's not going to cause you too much trouble trying to get hold of it. So for this Riven, we need to synthesize a Cephalon Samaris target with a hobbled dragon key equipped and without using any traps or abilities. So I currently have my target set as a ancient healer or corrupted healer. Can't remember which one it is exactly, but either way we're going to go in and get him. So you can see which mission I've chose, on which planet, because you get familiar with what enemies spawn where. So that's why you go to Cephalon Samaris when you have this Riven and select a target where you know where the enemies spawn, and that way you can just head there, get the job done, unveil your Riven. So as you can see, we're flying in now. I like to use Rhino for this, pop iron skin at the start, As you see there, it says don't use any abilities, but that doesn't count when the mission has just started. I don't know why, they might fix this later on, but for now it works, so we'll take it. So as you can see, Cephalon's saying there's a trace of the target, and when you aim with your synthesis scanner, it will point you in the right direction by the way the data stream is flowing.
The Grenier should have known better than to walk into an Oregon tower unprepared. Let's clean up their mess. Come on.
As you can see, we're doing a extermination, or it might actually be a crossfire, this one. And as you saw there, as I was aiming with the synthesis scanner, there was a trace heading that way, so just follow the trace. Wipe out a few enemies along the way, why not? Get some off your back. Just be careful not to kill your synthesis target. And the best way to do this is to scan the target from a distance, because when you're at a distance they don't notice you, meaning they're not moving about trying to get away from you. So it's saying that way, as you could see by the way the data was flowing, and it wasn't on the bottom floor. But double check anyway. So have a quick look again. The target is not down there, so head through this door, get away from all them enemies, and there he is saying it's a perfect specimen, so you know it's in the area. The target is close by, which probably means you can see the target from where you are. Probably. They do sometimes have a habit of hiding behind a wall. So have a look around, see if you can see what target you're looking for. Obviously you'll have selected your own target, so you'll know what they look like. And they have slight differences in the sense that when you aim over them to scan with your synthesis scanner, they have a couple of blotches on them, or blocks, as you can see there. So as I said, scan from distance. If enemies like this don't get in your way, it makes life a lot easier. So I've scanned 2 out of 4, there's 3 of 4. And now I can't seem to see the last one, but I got it anyway. So there you go. Easy as that. So then you just finish your mission and extract, or you can just abort mission and get your Riven that way. Personally, I like to finish the mission. You've spent all the time finding where to go, what to do. You might as well get any extra rewards you can for doing it. Okay, so that's that one done. And now for this one, we need to land 7 consecutive headshots while in Arc-Ring mode on the plains of Eidolon. Or Eidolon, depending how you say it. So to land the 7 consecutive headshots, I will be using a Lanka, which is what I use to do Tridolon. For those that don't know, that's the Terrorist, the Hydralist and the Gonzalist. I don't know why it's called Tridolon, but whatever. And normally I have heavy caliber equipped on my Lanka, but because these need to be 7 consecutive headshots, I've removed the heavy caliber as it reduces your accuracy. So it's up to you what weapon you use. I think using a sniper is a good idea, and removing anything that reduces the accuracy, because let's face it, you don't want 1 bullet, you don't want to get 6 out of 7 consecutive headshot kills and then for a bullet to miss because of the accuracy on it. So as you see, there's 1 of 7, there's 2, 3, making it easy pickings.